Excuse me.
Nothing gets any cheaper, does it?
You're so right.
A friend of yours up there?
I don't think so. Why do you ask?
Oh, seems very interested in you, that's all.
No, I don't think I know her.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, not at all.
Have I hurt you?
No, I'm quite all right.
No eggs, I hope.
No, fortunately.
Oh, that's a good thing. There we are. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
What's the matter?
that shouldn't have been in my bag.
Shouldn't it?
No, I might have walked out without paying for it.
Oh, well, never mind. No harm done. There we are.
Thank you.
You all right?
Yes, yes, thank you.
You don't look all right to me.
Excuse me.
I seem to be in your way this morning, don't I?
Oh, thank you. How silly of me.
Right now?
You will come in just for a moment, won't you?
Well, I'm not sure that I should.
Oh, just for a moment.
All right, then. Thank you.
I'll put the kettle on. I expect you'd like a cup of coffee.
Yes, I would, thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I'm told you would want to see the sea from there.
I believe they call it progress.
Oh, do sit down, mister. I'm afraid I don't know your name.
Marker, Frank Marker.
Frank Martin.
Oh, what a handsome silver box.
Oh, yes. My son Gerald gave me that.
Oh, is that him?
Yes, that's him.
She's still in the army.
No, he came out a few years ago and went into business near Windsor. Do you know he was only 15 when he bought me that box, just after the war? I value it above everything I have. Not that I have very much now, you know. Things aren't so easy when one's husband goes.
No, I'm sure.
But that's true of so many, isn't it? One isn't alone. One has to make adjustments and sacrifices. Well, do sit down, Mr. Marker.
Thank you.
Tell me, what is it you do?
Well, I undertake inquiries for people, you know, people like solicitors.
Oh, private detective.
Yes, that's right.
That's very interesting.
Well, sometimes.
Oh, you do your own housekeeping.
No, my landlady looks after me. Oh, this! Those are office comforts.
Oh. Tell me, why did you think that woman knew me
What woman?
in the shop?
Oh, yes. Oh, she just seemed interested, that's all.
How very strange. Interested in what way?
Well, just the way she kept looking at you.
Did you suppose she was watching me? Is that what you thought?
Yes, I did think that.
And you thought I'd taken something and you were trying to warn me, is that it?
But something like that, yes.
Well, I think that's rather awful.
Oh, do you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you any offence.
Do I look like a shoplifter?
Oh, no. But then none of them ever do they? I'm sorry. I was just trying to help. I wonder if you'll forgive me. I've arranged to meet someone and I ought to go.
Yes, I think you should in the circumstances.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goodbye.
Oh!
Come in. Send him in, please.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Sit down, will you?
Thanks. Good fishing?
Not bad. Now, what's all this about, Gurney Stewart?
I don't follow.
You wrote to me on the 14th, 3 weeks ago, promised to put some money into your account. I'm still waiting.
So I know you are, Mr. Symes, but you'll get it.
When?
10 days at the latest.
I wish I thought I could rely on that.
Isn't that just a trifle rude?
Your overdraft stands at just under £3,000. We agreed that no further cheques were to be drawn. Yet while I'm away, you come in here and tell my deputy that I'd sanctioned a further 25. You know, people like you, frankly, you're beyond me.
I need another 500.
No, Gurney Stewart. You've come to the end of the road.
But with another 500, I can pay back 1,000 in 2 weeks.
I cannot allow you to speculate with the bank's money.
There. When I fill that order, there'll be £1,000 profit. But I have to buy the goods first. The suppliers will only deliver COD.
Where's the order?
That is it.
This isn't anything. Your own office stationery, not even signed. Hasn't your customer confirmed his order?
That's good enough for me. He's never let me down before.
I'm afraid it's not good enough for me. I'm sorry, Gurney Stewart, I can't help you anymore.
Look, I can probably manage on 250.
Damn it, man, you've come to the end of the road. Can't you see that? Unless I see some really substantial reduction in your overdraft in the next 3 months, it'll have to go to head office. And you don't want that. Neither do I. You know the situation now. You'll just have to knuckle down to it. Others have before. There's a good chap. Goodbye.
Oh, damn.
Never mind, Frank. It was probably a wrong number anyway.
Probably someone wanting me to trace their missing budgie, more likely.
Can't be that bad now.
Thanks, can't it?
Frank, do you know what I'd like?
What's that?
I'd like for once to forget the house and the meals. I'm up to here with it. Peeling and cooking and serving. 6 months of it. And soon it'll start all over again. Let's call it Seaside Landlady Blues.
I get the picture. So, why don't we have lunch out?
I knew you'd understand. My treat, though.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's only fair.
Excuse me. Hello, yeah, Mark, you here? Yes, the private detective.
This is Evelyn Stewart. You know, this morning in the supermarket.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Stewart. What can I do for you? Oh, there's no reason for you to apologise.
Oh, yes, indeed, Mr. Marker, there is. I would be so grateful if you could come back for that cup of coffee or tea, if you like. It'd be a great kindness. And also, you left your shopping here.
Did I? So I did. All right, then, Mr. Stewart, when shall we say? Yes. 3:30? I'm sure that'll be fine.
Yes. Then I shall look forward to that, then. Goodbye, Mr. Marker.
Goodbye. Lunch out, tea out.
Where will it all end?
I really don't think you can, Gerald.
You speak as if I had some alternative. Is your father willing to help? Well, is he?
You know what his attitude is.
For God's sake, why? That's what I fail to understand. You're going to get it all one day anyway.
I don't like to hear you say that.
Oh, don't be so damn silly. I've got the office rent coming up, Marshall's wages, school fees for Jeremy. the overdraft to reduce.
I can't ask Daddy.
But you don't mind my asking my family?
That's very unfair, Gerald, and you know it.
Is it? My mother has never hesitated to help us with her meagre resources, while your father has never done a damn thing. And you say I'm unfair.
Oh, shut up. Shut up, shut up. I'm sick of it.
You think I'm not?
You think your uncle will help?
I just don't know.
And if he won't?
Home Counties trading goes up the spout. We'll have the house. That's all.
As bad as that?
Yes. As bad as that.
Gerald!
Bit of a surprise, eh, Mummy?
Why didn't you tell me? If I'd known you were coming.
You'd have baked a cake.
Oh, what am I to do with you? So lovely to see you, Patricia.
I am sorry for bursting in like this.
Nonsense. On the spur of the moment makes it all the nicer.
But I could have got something in for lunch. One lamb chop isn't going to go very far.
Mummy, darling, we're taking you out to lunch.
Oh, that would... Oh, but it won't take a moment to pop round to Broadhurst.
I wouldn't hear of it.
Oh, well, it would be rather nice.
Good. Well, where's the sherry, me old Dutch?
Oh, well, perhaps.
My God, you lay it on sometimes.
Yes, I think there's just about enough for you.
Too hot for you, Frank.
Oh, what did you call it?
Chicken vindaloo.
Oh, more like chicken hellfire.
Is everything to your satisfaction, madam? Sir?
Very good, thank you.
Great, yeah.
Thank you.
Try more rice. It'll put the flames out. Frank?
Mm-hmm.
How are you finding business?
Oh, so. You know.
You didn't sound very confident back in the office.
Didn't I?
No, you didn't. I got this morning.
Oh, what's that?
It's from Dennis.
Oh, yeah?
He's in Kuala Lumpur.
Mm-hmm.
I think after 7 years, it's time we did something. There's a lot that was my fault, Helen, and a little, not much, that was yours. When you wouldn't take up with me again when I came out here, well, that was really the end, wasn't it? I don't blame you for it, but that was the point of no return for us.
Ah, he wants out, doesn't he?
He's met an Australian girl out there, a nurse.
Oh, yeah. So?
So, that's it then. The lad wants his freedom, so I'll give it to him. I mean, he's no good to me, is he? Frank?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to make a go of it in this town?
Well, obviously you don't think so.
Me?
Well, you're not asking, are you? You're telling, be honest.
Yes, I suppose I am.
This week, I've had 3 creditworthiness jobs and a divorce inquiry passed on from a London agency. Rotten work if you can get it.
Come on, let the hound see the hare.
Good morning.
That it is not.
Your coat, madam.
With one of your excellent curries inside us, no doubt things will improve. Right, lead us to it.
This way.
Thank you.
Oh, and my tea date.
Oh? Which one?
Mum. Mrs. Stewart. Evelyn Stewart.
Evelyn, very familiar. Frank, I don't know how to say this, but this agency, this one-man band of yours,
Yeah, go on, I'm listening.
well, you're not helping.
Oh, is there some way I should be? I don't really see.
Okay. We've known each other long enough, I think, to speak our minds. Until a few months back, you were on probation. The police here in Brighton know you. The word gets around. How many solicitors know you've been inside? You said your servant's been a rotten week. But it was a rotten week last week, wasn't it? And the week before.
What's that?
Oh, come on, I've got eyes. I mean, those shoes.
And pulau rice, I think.
Yes.
A dry vegetable curry.
Sir.
And, oh, I know, some of those ladies' fingers. What do you call them? Bindi.
And that's right.
Yes.
Helen.
Frank.
Helen, you know me, don't you? The cat that walks by himself.
And all places are alike to him.
If you'll forgive me, just so.
Oh, Frank. I've said too much, haven't I?
No, I don't think so. No. I do what I think I can do. If I can't do it here, then...
I see. You've thought it through. You've thought that far ahead.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that, but you just said yourself. Solicitors, police here, they know I've been inside. It doesn't make things any easier.
Bill, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me do this.
No, let me. Please.
All right, thanks. Very nice.
Mr. Marker,
Hello again.
you're keeping a little space for tea, I hope.
Oh,
You're a desperate man for the ladies, Frank.
that must be her son.
You're suddenly very gossipy.
I've seen him before somewhere. Inside.
I wonder if Mr. Marker likes brandy snaps.
Who is he?
Someone who did me a great service.
That sounds intriguing.
Oh, it isn't really. Oh, just look at the time. I hope Gerald won't be too long. You know, it must be years since he and Uncle Robert saw each other.
It is.
Patricia, there's nothing wrong, is there?
Why on earth should you think that?
Well, it seems so strange. Gerald suddenly seeing Robert.
Tankers. Nothing but tankers these days. How's your mother?
All right. She sends her greetings.
I haven't seen her. She never comes to see me, you know.
She speaks very fondly of you, Uncle.
Does she now? Does she now? You must tell her she must come and take tea with me one day.
She'd like that.
Surely she didn't have to wait to be invited. How's your business?
Well, that's what I came to see you about.
Indeed. I did wonder.
Yes, I know it's unforgivable not coming to see you for such a long time. Look, I'm in a mess. I don't know who to turn to. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, what about?
For bothering you.
Oh, my dear chap, you're not bothering me. I'm sorry for you.
I had hoped you might help in some way.
I? And how could I possibly help?
You see, basically, the firm is sound. It's just that I need 500 to tide me over a bad patch.
But, it's not the first, bad patch, is it?
That's pretty rotten, isn't it?
Well, it's not much.
No, it's not.
Well, then, go to your bank. It's their business. Oh, I see. You've been. I can't help, you know.
Look, Uncle, it's not for my sake. It's Patricia and Jeremy.
Your father was a proud man. He was as a boy. He would not have had you come to me. Your mother, yes, I would help. But you? You must stand on your own feet.
Now, I wonder which of them that'll be. Mr. Marker.
We meet again.
Oh, how good to see you. Do come in.
Yep.
This is my daughter-in-law, Mrs. Gurney Stewart, Mr. Frank Marker.
How do you do?
Hello.
Mr. Marker's a private detective.
Really?
Private inquiry agent, actually.
Oh, what's the difference?
Well, detectives do detecting. My line's more inquiring. It's a bit more humdrum.
Oh, do sit down, Mr. Marker.
Thank you.
Oh, your office comfort. Yes. Do you take milk and sugar?
Yes, please.
Was that your wife?
Sorry?
At lunch?
Oh, no, that was my landlady.
Oh, she looks very nice.
Oh, she is. She is. Oh, thank you. Do you live in Brighton, Mrs. Gurney Stewart?
No, we come from Windsor. We're just down for the day. Another brandy snap?
No, thank you very much. So, your husband is in business on his own, is he?
Yes.
He's in textiles and things. Does a lot of business with Germany and America. Isn't that so, Patricia?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, well, that's where the money is, isn't it?
I'm sorry, what?
I said Germany and America, that's where the money is these days.
Oh, yes.
Oh, excuse me. I'm afraid we had to begin tea without you, dear.
Sorry, Mummy.
It's all right.
Oh, how do you do?
Oh, this is Mr. Marker, my son, Gerald.
Oh, yes, I understand you performed a kindness for my mother.
Oh, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Well, you're not just off, are you?
Yes, I have to go.
Oh, well, I'm very glad to have met you.
Actually, I think we've met before somewhere, haven't we?
But if we have, I have no recollection, I'm sorry.
Well, one meets so many people, doesn't one? Oh, goodbye, Mrs. Stewart.
Goodbye.
Thank you for tea. Nice to have met you.
Yes.
Bye.
So good of you to have come, especially after
Well,
my
how did
last
you-
I've got to talk to her alone.
Look, I'm sorry,
I
I'm not...
must speak to her by herself and go to the car and get something or something.
Gerald, you're not going
Where'd you get these marvellous brandy snaps from,
Oh,
Mummy?
I'm so glad you like them.
Well, we shall have to go soon, too.
Oh,
Hey, Pat?
Yes, of course. There's a photograph of Jeremy, Mother, you might like to see.
oh, lovely.
Yes, I think I left it in the car. Won't be a
Oh,
minute.
thank you, dear.
Well. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. Creaky a bit, but still in good order.
Uncle Robert's well. He sends his love.
Gerald, there's nothing wrong, is there?
Good heavens, Mummy. What on earth makes you think that?
Well, I mean, you're going to see Uncle Robert. So unusual.
No, just some business advice.
Oh,
Is Carter still handling your investments?
oh no, he's retired. Moved to Budley Salterton. His son Leonard's taken over.
Good man, is he?
I believe so. But my modest affairs don't exercise his judgment greatly.
Oh, come. Not as modest as all that.
Oh, well, such as they are, there's not very much for him to do. Most of it's in that interesting little firm in Windsor. Now, what's it called? Home Counties Trading.
A very sound investment, too, if I may say so. Actually, now might be a good time to put some more in.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gerald, but I can't. Mr. Carter bought an annuity with the remainder. I just don't have it.
I see. Pity, though. good opportunity like this. Actually, I'm trying to keep big money out of the firm. I don't see any point in slaving away for other people.
Oh, Gerald, what a shame. But Mr. Carter thought that an annuity made the best sense. I wish I hadn't now.
Devoid of imagination, these accountants.
I suppose they are on the right side. Do you remember then?
Your birthday.
It seems like yesterday. Your father would have enjoyed today, you being here.
Yes, indeed he would, Mummy. I'm sure of that. Well, as soon as Pat gets back, we shall have to go too.
Oh, no, must you?
Yes, I'm afraid so, but I'll tell you what. This box, I'll get it fixed.
Oh, no, there's no need. It's been like it so long.
Yes, I want to do it. I've always meant to. I know a chap in Windsor. It's the hinge there, you see. That's gone there. Now, I'll get it fixed and bring it back the next time I come.
Yes, I don't want it damaged in any way.
Nonsense. This man's a craftsman.
Oh, well, if you want to.
Now, have you got a bag or something I can put it in?
Yes, I think so.
Stop it getting scratched.
Oh, that'll be Patricia.
Ah.
I couldn't find it.
Couldn't find what?
The photograph
Huh?
of Jeremy, you know.
Oh, yes. Well, there's no time for that now. We must rush, Mummy.
Oh, goodbye, darling.
Bye.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, love.
Oh, no.
Hello, Mark here. Will you hold on for just a minute? Thank you. Sorry, say again. Oh, yes, Mrs. Gurney Stewart, of course I remember. £6 a day, plus expenses, of course. Can't you tell me anything now? Oh, I see, and if that's the way you want it. No, I've never been there, but I'm sure I can find it. Yeah, tomorrow, 10:30. All right, I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Morning. I hope you haven't been waiting too long.
No. Wouldn't you like some coffee?
No, thanks.
I'm not sure I should have rung you.
Oh. Well, do you want to tell me about it?
I'm terribly worried about Gerald.
Uh-huh.
My husband.
Yes, I know.
He has this firm. I know he has the most serious financial problems. That's why we were in Brighton yesterday. Gerald thought his uncle might help.
And wouldn't he?
No.
I see.
Mr. Marker, I'm going to trust you. Can I do that?
Well, you must make up your own mind about that.
Gerald's been in prison.
What did you want me to do?
I just want help.
Mrs. Gurney Stewart, have you talked to your husband about this? Wouldn't that be a good idea?
Yes, I see. Clearly, this is a waste of both our time. If you'll just tell me your expenses.
If I thought I could help, believe me, I would.
I just thought that if he knew he was being watched or something, he wouldn't do anything silly. I couldn't bear for him to... Sorry to have wasted your time.
What's your phone number?
Windsor, 67819.
And your husband's firm?
Home Counties Trading, 42 Broughton Street.
Hello, Mrs. Gurney Stewart. Martha here. Well, no, I have... Look, Mrs. Gurney Stewart, all I can do, the only thing I can do, is to just hang about for a couple of days and keep an eye on him. And that's all. Is that what you want? Right. Now, can you tell me something? When you came back from Brighton the other day, did your husband bring anything from his mother? Well, a gift or a present, anything. I see. All right. No, thank you. No, I'll be in touch. Bye-bye.
What are those?
1947, Mr. Huberman.
47. You weren't even thought of then. The prices in those days, one could only have known, Miss Holdsworth. No, nothing here. Next, please. Go. They did have beautiful things in those days. All gone to the States now, or South America. Such a pity.
Is this what you were thinking of?
My memory, you see, it's infallible.
It's a lovely thing, isn't it?
It is indeed, Inspector.
What would it be worth, Mr. Huberman, at a rough guess?
That is difficult. If it could be exported, the Americans would bid very highly for it, certainly. But in the circumstances, I do not think that is likely.
Why would that be?
License for it to leave the country would not be granted, I am sure of that. And that would hold down the price at auction.
Is it so unique?
It was made by Edmund Telfer. It is very special. Moreover, it has historical associations. It is said to have been a gift from King Charles II to Barbara Villiers. Read the article.
Okay. Stolen from Tenterton Manor, August 1947. You've got a good memory, sir.
It is not only that, Inspector. Once I used to take a special interest in antique silver. It's different now, it has to be. But some of it still sticks in the head. And this, as I said, is very special. Mind you, one cannot be absolutely certain until the insurers have had a chance to check it. Oh, but even so, I can tell you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, good afternoon. Do you mind if I just look round?
Not at all. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, yes, it is actually. I was looking for a wedding present for a young couple. Usually is a young couple, don't you find?
Usually. But how about this Minton jug? It's a particularly nice one.
No. No, sorry, it's very nice, but it's not special enough. You know what I mean? I was thinking of something more, silver, perhaps.
Silver? I'm afraid we haven't much. I think we've got a Georgian salt and pepper. Now, that might be nice.
No, something really special, like a silver box. You know, sort you put on a mantelpiece.
What, a cigarette box?
No, antique, about that size, with little bent legs, like chair legs.
Cabriole.
That's right, yes, cabriole, and very elaborately carved.
How extraordinary. We had one in this morning just like that. As a matter of fact,
Inspector Furbank, Thames Valley Constabulary. I'd like to ask you a few questions, sir, if you don't mind.
Oh, yes.
Private inquiry agent. We don't get many of those. Because they don't do anything, or because we don't catch them, do you think?
No, we're a law-abiding section of the community, entitled, like the rest, to the... I get it.
I know what you mean. Just a mild witticism.
Sorry, I must be feeling tired.
Okay, tell me about it.
Well, nothing to tell, really.
Well, try me anyway.
A client of mine had a box like it years ago. Family heirloom sort of thing. It got sold when the family went their various ways, and now she's come into some money, and she'd like to have one like the one they used to have.
Very moving story.
Yes, I thought so.
Don't they have antique shops in Brighton? Why come to Windsor?
I happened to be passing through. I thought I might kill two birds with one stone.
Mind telling me who your client's name is?
Well, yes, I would mind.
Why?
Well, why should I have committed no offence?
Not a very cooperative attitude, is it?
I went into that shop to make an innocent inquiry. Why don't you ask whoever it was they bought it from?
Oh, they haven't bought it. Not yet.
Oh, but I...
Go on.
Do you mean that shop? They haven't bought it? Hey?
Well, you wouldn't tell me anything. Look, I don't believe you, Mr. Marker. I won't go so far as calling you a bloody liar. You've got your job to do. So have I.
Yeah.
If the insurers do identify Mr. Huberman's silver box as the one that was stolen, then I'm going to give you a phone call, Mr. Marker. Then I'll want what I shall want. Understand?
Yes, I understand. Standard St. Stevenson Stewart. Hello, yes, Marker here. Oh, Helen. Yes, it's 9 o'clock. So it's dried up. But I've been busy. Well, it does happen, you know. Yes, soon. Bye-bye.
Mr. Marker,
Good morning.
I was just thinking of making some coffee.
No, not for me, thanks. I just happened to be passing, and I thought I'd pop in because I want to ask you something.
Oh, come in then.
Thank you.
Now, what is it you want to know?
I believe you said that your son was in business near Windsor.
Yes?
Well, I've got a friend who's in office equipment, and, well, you never know, all contacts are useful, and I was wondering if you could give me the address of your son's firm.
Yes, of course. I think I've got one of his business cards here.
Oh, you've moved that nice silver box.
You are interested in that casket, aren't you? There. Home Countess Trading.
Thank you. But it looks so handsome there on your mantelpiece.
I shall know what to buy you for Christmas. Gerald took it. One of the hinges had gone adrift, and he knows a man who's good with those things.
Ah, yes. Didn't you say that he gave it to you just after the war?
Yes, in 1947, my birthday.
Je peux vous donner une note spéciale pour les commandes en excès de 30 mètres. Oui. 4 semaines livraison. Goodbye. What can I interest you in, sir?
Very nice stuff.
Yeah. Oh, haven't we met before?
That's right, a couple of days ago at your mother's. Only that time I said it, remember?
Ah.
Well, this is where it all happens, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, I am rather busy. If you'd come to the point, I'd be grateful.
How much longer do you think you can keep going? With nothing in the bank?
I beg your pardon.
I'm a private inquiry agent. Knowing how people run their business is what pays my rent, okay?
I see. Right. You want a fiver? Or is it just a bit more than that?
Oh, no, this isn't a touch. Don't get me wrong. Did I give that impression? No, I just want to know how much you reckon you can raise on that silver box.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you know, the one you took from your mother. The girl in the shop was going to ask her boss how much she could offer you for it, wasn't she?
Will you please leave my premises? Otherwise I shall send for the police.
If you'd left your name and address at the shop, you wouldn't have to send for them. They'd be here already.
I think you're out of your mind.
You know where we've met before, don't you? Winson Green Prison. I'd just come in and you were getting ready to go out. It's what, 2.5 years ago, wasn't it? What were you up for? Obtaining money by false pretenses.
I'd like the police, please. There we are, Inspector.
You were how old at the time?
15.
And you say you gave £17.10 for it?
Yes.
A lot of money for a young kid?
I saved up.
You even remember the name and address of the shop?
No, I didn't have to. So...
Do you normally keep receipts for, what, 24 years, Mr. Gurney Stewart?
No, it was in the box. My mother must have found it while I was away in the army and put it in there.
You mean you've only just come across it?
Oh, yes.
I see. Would you sign it, please, sir? Well, thank you very much, Mr. Gurney Stewart.
That all?
That's all. In the event of any prosecution, we may have to ask you to give evidence.
I suppose there's no question.
None, I'm afraid. It's been positively identified. Sorry.
Well, goodbye, sir. Goodbye, Inspector. And thank you.
There's quite a feather in your cap, getting him to come in like that.
Oh, yes.
But I still don't quite understand how or why you're involved in all this, Mr. Marker. I find that quite confusing.
Trade secret, Mr. Fleming.
Oh, but we're in the same trade, Mr. Marker. We shouldn't have secrets, should we?
I'll bet your chief super will be very happy, won't he?
Mr. Marker, I shall have to watch you.
Hey.
Not the only hot thing around here.
Right. You won't get anywhere with this, I suppose, will you?
Well, after 24 years, not a chance. Whoever sold it to these people will have given a false name, if they gave one at all. Not that there'd be any record of it now, true or false. Anyway, the insurers will be happy. They'll give Mr. Gurney Stewart back his £17.10 of gold.
Oh, yeah, with interest.
Well, they'll knock it. They might even be generous to steer something your way. Assistance rendered.
Me? And about Gurney Stewart's mother? Or 17 quid, buy her another birthday present from her 15-year-old son that she can treasure over the years?
I don't get you. He was selling it on her behalf, wasn't he?
Marker! I want to know what you're up to.
I'm on my way home. That's the long and the short of that.
Oh, no, it isn't. I want to know what you're doing poking your nose into my affairs. I want an explanation.
You're pretty damn lucky, you are. But you're so full of self-importance you can't realize it, can you?
What do you mean?
If that shop hadn't recognized that box and told the police, where would you be? You'd have sold it to them, wouldn't you? And then gone back to your mother and told her you'd lost it, I suppose.
What I do, or any of my family does, is none of your concern.
Well, she believed you. I wonder. I just wonder. Still, it doesn't matter now, does it? You've got a sad little story to tell, everybody feeling sorry for you. Oh, poor old Gerald. What a shame. What rotten luck. Let's give him a helping hand, shall we?
What's all this noise about?
Oh! Nothing. Nothing. Hello, Mark here. Yes, I understand that, Mrs. Gurney Stewart, but I assure you he can have no reason to think that you and I had spoken. Well, I honestly don't see what more I could do. No, there's no charge. Beyond my train fares, I'll send you a note of those. Yeah. All right. Goodbye. Oh, Mrs. Gurney Stewart, can you do something for me? In the High Street, there's an empty shop. About halfway down, number 93, I think. I suppose you couldn't ring me and tell me who they are and their number? Very kind of you, thank you. Goodbye.
Hello, Frank.
Hello.
Lancashire hot pot tonight.
Oh, great.
Bought a little something for you, Frank.
Oh, what's that? So. A mug named Frank. Yeah, that's me, all right. And Helen, there's something I want to tell you. Do you know what we were talking about the other day at lunch?
About Dennis?
No, about me making a go of it here, you know, people knowing I've been inside and all that. Well, I've come across a little place near Windsor. And, you know, I think I could make a go of it there.